Joining us now, I'm delighted he's with us, Bill O'Reilly, author, host of the No Spin News podcast, our old colleague at Fox. Haven't seen him in a long time. How you been, Bill? It's like nothing's happened since I saw you last. How's it going?
I know. No, I'm okay, Laura. I'm hanging in there.
No?
How about you? You all right?
I don't know, I just get up every day and make the donuts. That's all I do.
There you go.
Every day, same thing. Make the donuts, go home, for the kids. It just doesn't change much. But so we're going to talk about, the book and everything you're working on. Of course, Legend Lies. It's out this week, just out a couple days ago with David Fisher. It's our featured selection on lauraingraham.com and also our Facebook page. And Bill, I'm dying to talk to you about this Comey testimony because he releases his statement yesterday, and it's a big zero, except it helps Trump. And so now all the cable hosts are going on to some other straw they can grasp at. It's hilarious, trying to justify the countdown clocks.
I'm looking at it right now, the countdown clock.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, ooh. Well, look, you know what this is all about, and so do most of the American people, and it's another get Trump play that unfortunately the president has aided. I remember talking with him a few months ago when he just took office, and it was basically the conversation was how difficult the adjustment's going to be from him running his own store, which he has done his whole life, to going into a collaborative process, And I told him that I said, you got to be really careful about every interaction you have because presidents can never be alone. I mean, Andy Card was Velcroed to Bush the Younger's hip, never left his side. And so you got to really be careful. I mean, even a joke or offhand remark gets you in a lot of trouble. I don't think he fully understood that, and the big mistake was that he did meet with Comey privately and should not have. Should have somebody in the room, and then fired Comey. Now, I understand that a lot of the firing was due to the fact that he wanted leaks investigated, and Comey had no interest in doing that, and that Trump people were telling the president that the reason he doesn't want to investigate the leaks is that a lot of them are coming from the FBI, which enraged Donald Trump. Now, that was a big part of his firing, I believe that. And once you do that, though, once you get rid of somebody as high profile as Comey, and really humiliate him because Comey was caught by surprise, he was in Los Angeles, nobody gave him a heads up, Comey's going to come back at you, and that's what we're going to see today. Comey's a smooth operator, to quote Sade. I don't think he's going to accuse as much as insinuate. So that's what we're looking for. And by the way, I'll be tweeting, and I never in a million years thought I'd be doing this, Laura. I'll be tweeting live
tweets
during the testimony.
Oh, I'm going to read some of them on air. I'm reading some of those tweets on air.
And BillO'Reilly.com, the podcast later on, as you were kind enough to mention.
And so what's going on? Nat Geo and Fox canceled the Killing Patton movie that all these people were looking forward to seeing. What's going on with that?
That was my request. We're just getting all our properties back. Legends and Lies of Civil War. The book is out, as you mentioned. I don't even know if they're going to run that. There's a television series that's done.
Right.
So it did not end well with Fox News. I'm very, very sad about that. I was there for 20 years and 7 months. It was a business decision by the people who run 21st Century. And that's that. That's the reality of the situation.
I can't tell you how many times over the last, and you and I have gone around. You and I have had some big blow-ups on the air over the years, and but I can't tell you how many times over the last, Raymond Arroyo's with me, I don't know, 3 months that I've been traveling around, and especially over the last several weeks since you no longer appear on Fox, how many people miss you and miss your show. And I've got to say to you, despite our differences in the past, you really believed in me at a time where, I guess not all that many people did, and you gave me a real shot at Fox.
Sure, you subbed for me, and you're a true professional. But when you say we had blow-ups, they were always friendly. They were never acrimonious.
Well, that Bible thumper one was pretty
always,
ugly.
oh, come on, Laura. Oh, come
you
on,
blew up
O'Reilly.
at me. You should just say you blew up at me. You shouldn't have blown up at me. I don't care. Look, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
I didn't do it out of. It wasn't I was blowing up Laura Ingraham. It was.
Yeah, you were.
You know me.
No, I know you were.
No, it was.
You got that Irish temper. You got the Irish temper, and I do too.
You got the Irish thing going.
So you and I have the same thing. I got the Polish and the Irish. That's a lethal combo. But no, I just brought that up because I'm laughing. I'm laughing about it because it doesn't bother me.
This. Over the years, we've always had a very good give and take relationship, and people always look forward to it. The problem here is a changing world, and Fox News is changing. And I'm not going to say anything bad about them. Yep. I think there's a tremendous amount of talent there. I think that they are very necessary for the United States. But when you change, and you uproot something that's been very, very successful, people, it's a tough process. On Tuesday night, MSNBC crushed Fox News.
They're killing it.
That never
happened.
Ever. And they weren't even close when we were in the chair. So, I'm looking at it and I'm going, there's something really happening here. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I got hammered and caught up in a situation way beyond my control. And there will be litigation coming against the far left progressives who put this together. And I can't talk about it. My lawyer said, hey, O'Reilly, just for once in your life, shut up, okay?
Is Kasowitz representing you in that? Is Kasowitz representing you in that?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's the president's attorney as well. But they tried to do the same thing to Sean Hannity a couple of weeks ago. I think people understand the viciousness of it, and the dishonesty of it. But they'll understand it a lot better when we make our presentation.
Well, I just think in when we look at cable news, cable is about you have to have credibility, personality, experience. And you know what else I was thinking about? Life experience. Life experience actually transforms you from just a talking head to someone who has some real kind of gravitas about a subject matter. And it's not I'm not taking away anything from anyone because, look, I don't host a daily show. It's tough. It's tough to do it. I host a daily radio show, but a TV show is a different deal. But if there's something about someone who's lived a full life with a diverse set of experiences versus someone who shows up and says, I want to be on Fox or I want to be on MSN. I'm a strategist. You know what I'm saying? And so that I think that brought a lot to the table and brings a lot to the table for both you. And I'm not putting myself in the same category. I have a different deal. But I did a lot of things before I went into the media, and so did you. Yeah, you were clerking for a Supreme Court justice. Look, I've been in the journalism business for 42 years. 42 years. I've traveled to 85 countries. I've covered 4 wars. I know what I'm doing. I've interviewed the biggest people in the world, and I know how to do it. I watched the Megyn Kelly-Putin interview on Sunday. She got nothing. Nothing. Right. Zero. She got nothing. Because she didn't go. She didn't anticipate what he was going to say, and then go a different route to shake him. You had to shake Putin, and you can. He's shakeable. But anyway, you're absolutely right. So that when I go on television or now on the BillO'Reilly.com No Spin newscast, which is fun to do, by the way. It's a half an hour of no commercials or anything like that. And I'm hoping that you'll help us out next week because I want to get you on. We have guests. We have no today. Love it. And I can talk directly to the folks. It's very, very successful, very lucrative. And I never thought I would be operating in cyberspace on the net. But it is the future. There's no doubt about it. I may come back to TV. I might if the situation is right. Mm-hmm. But when you're in that seat, people come to you for information first, analysis second. That's the key to it. If you're just going to jump up and down like they do on CNN and MSNBC and go, I hate Trump 55 times, it gets a little tiring. Mm-hmm. And, that's why the Factor was so successful for so many years, because we were a fact-based organization. How much money do you think you made Fox over 20 years? Billions. There's an article in Forbes magazine, I think it's this week, which says 21st Century has lost $1 billion since I left on their stock price. I don't know if that's true. Forbes put that out. Wow. But that's not how much you made them over the course of 20 years. No. I mean, we made them. But I have to say, I mean, I was treated well
up until the last month or so by 21st Century. I don't have any beef with them. I did my job. I worked hard. We were successful. They were a good partner. And still to this day, they have excellent talent over at Fox News.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I think that, again, the networks have ebbs and flows, and it's tough, though, to lose the number one host on the network. You got Roger, of course, passed away. Why weren't you? I wish you were at the funeral, by the way. I was waiting for you.
I was very close to Roger's widow and son, and I just couldn't get there because I had stuff to do with my kids. And I know you were there, and Beth appreciated it very much. But I did what I could behind the scenes to
you were.
To help
I know.
them. I still do that today.
I heard. Bill, I would love to come on the podcast. Number one,
good.
I would love to do
we'll
it
get you
anytime.
on next week.
And we really miss you at Fox. I mean, I shouldn't speak for Fox. I'll probably get fired for doing any of this, but that's just who I am. I'm just gonna.
You're an honest person, and I appreciate that. And I think the audience does as well.
Well, I just have to be. I have to be who I am, and I just it's a loss. It's a real loss. But Bill, there's a couple. I've heard other things that are percolating out there. So you might do TV in the future, maybe some point in the future.
Possible. You know, the books are my primary focus now. As you mentioned, we have Legends of Lies of Civil War out this week. We've got Old School Life in the Sane Lane. I hope you read that because you're going to love that.
I already read part of it when you first came on.
It's just hysterical. And then we have, of course, Killing the Rising Sun and the new Killing book in September, Killing England, about the Revolutionary War. That takes a lot of my time. And I'm enjoying this internet no-spin news on BillO'Reilly.com and the tweeting and all of that. But if the right circumstance presented itself, I would certainly take a look at it. Because as you said, I mean, wherever I go in the country, people are going, gee, we really missed the factor. I think they know now that we really gave them a real effort and a real good program every night. You don't know what you have until it's gone. And I think that's Joni Mitchell, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm more interested in getting the truth out there about this far left cabal who now attacks sponsorship and pays people to lie and organizes demonstrations by paying the demonstrators. All of this has to come out, and it will.
Oh, fantastic. Bill O'Reilly, it's a pleasure to have you on. The book, Legends and Lies, The Civil War, it's our featured selection, both on Facebook and LauraIngraham.com. Bill, we'll be on the podcast next week, and we'll be looking forward to...
Laura, and I really appreciate everything. Thank you very much.
All right, you take care. We'll take a break. Don't go away.